What's going on, guys? This is Nathan from Scrub Academy welcoming you to our next live duel here on the channel. Today's feature match features a mirror match. Today we are having Therion P.U.N.K taking on Pure P.U.N.K with Noah sitting at the helm here, still at the feature match table. He is still the champion here at the Dragon's Lair. We're going to see if he is going to be able to take on Therion and win. So let's go ahead. We're going to jump into today's duel and we're going to see exactly what happened. We're going to see his opponent start off with the Therion charge, discarding that Lily to draw 2 cards. After that, we're going to see the Regulus activate its effect, targeting that Lily to special summon the Regulus and equip that Lily to it. Next, we'll see the summon of the YuGiOh. So there's the P.U.N.K engine coming into effect there, activating its effect, paying that 600 life points to add a P.U.N.K monster to hand. Let's go ahead and get those OTS packs thrown in there. Alright, so YuGiOh's effect is going to add that Foxy 2. Going to activate that Foxy 2's effect there, discarding itself and 1 more card. There is the Shrakusi, I believe is how you say that one, to add 1 to hand. Alrighty, so after that, looks like he's going to be adding the Deer Note there. We'll go ahead and try and cut that slippery sleeves there. Alright, so he's special summoning that Deer Note. Next up, he's going to be Synchro Summoning, so he's going to be Chain Link 1, that Chaos Ruler, Chain Link 2, the Deer Note. Deer Note is going to special summon 1 back. Let's see what he special summons. Special summoning the Foxy Tune. Chaos Ruler is then going to mill 5. I can't see it. I see an Ash Blossom, the Effect Veiler, the Coliseum. That's all I saw. He did take the Effect Veiler though, so we at least know that. Next, he's going to overlay here into the Zombie Vampire. Zombie Vampire's effect is going to be activated, asking both players to mill. We got an Effect Veiler off of Noah. I see a Foxy Tune there. Droplets, Cosmic Cyclone. I think that was a Deer Note and the Pot of Prosperity. He'll take 1 and special summon it, so he's going to special summon that Effect Veiler. Next, he's going to take that Zombie Vampire and the Effect Veiler. Going into the Hulk. Hulk effect is going to activate, special summoning a tuner from the deck. He's going to go for another Effect Veiler here. I just saw him pass 1. It is not. It is the Jet Synchron. Alrighty, so he has a Jet Synchron and the Hulk on the field, along with that Regulus. So he's got 1 negate right now. He's going to activate that Chaos Ruler's effect, banishing the Foxy Tune and the, what is he going to banish here? The Vampire, the Zombie Vampire. So he's got a Light and Dark special summon that Chaos Ruler. Then he's going to Synchro Summon, get that Jet Synchron into the graveyard. He's going to Synchro into the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. He's got 2 negates now, I believe. Alright, what next? What do we got going on here? I believe the Dragon Abyss only does on field, though. So he technically he's only got 1 on negate right now. I could be wrong, though. Alright, let's see what he does next here. He's going to activate the Regulus effect because of the Therion, or the Lily, discarding 1 to add either a spell or trap hand. Adding the Coliseum. Activate that Coliseum to add 1. I believe it has to be a Therion monster. Adding the Reaper to hand. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. All of them have like majority of the same effect where you can equip it, or you can special it by equipping 1 from the grave. And then they have an effect, and then they also have one where you can activate it if it's equipped instead. So we're going to special summon that Reaper, equipping the Lily. Activating the Jet Synchron, discarding the Effect Veiler. That might be a bad idea. I'm not sure. Having that Effect Negation in the hand is always a good time. Yeah, because that Jet's gonna get hit with the Nibiru. He is gonna have to be forced. It only has, I think, so yeah, the Abyss can only negate in hand, or on the field. Regulus is gonna tribute for the, oh my gosh, there's the Gamma. Gamma is all over his games. I swear, he just opens Gamma every single time. So he activated the Regulus to negate the Nib, and then Gamma is going to activate. So Gamma will special summon itself with the Dryer, and then the Nib is going to tribute everything. So he just cleared that board real fast. So we got to figure out some math here on what we got. So he's got the Abyss attack, he's got the Jet attack, the Reaper attack. Regulus is destroyed because of the Gamma, so he's no longer on the field. He does get the Driver attack as well as the Gamma. That's like 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna have a smallish nib compared to the token. Let's see what they end up actually getting. I'm gonna let them do the math. So over 10,000 attack, 10,100 attack it looks like on this nib. That is insane. That's a big nib token right there. Alright, that was able to clear that board real fast. I forgot about that help too, to be honest. So he's gonna get a token. 10,100 for that nib token. Go ahead and just throw my skill center right there for it. That'll work for you. Alright, so it looks like he's gonna banish the Jet. Or Jet was already banished, sorry. Jet had to be banished when it left the field after the nib. Alright, so is he gonna be able to do anything after that? He's just gonna pass that big old token on the field, it looks like. Did he set in that? That looks like it's in hand. Okay, so Noah's turn now. Finally, he gets a turn. We're gonna draw for turn here. Gonna see the summon of a Z-Aimon here, activating the effect of his own Z-Aimon to pay 600 to add. And luckily, that nib token is on the field, which means that it's not actually Gamma him. 74 here, both of them have paid that 600. And he'll get to add one from deck to hand. Oh, never mind, he's going to effect failure that. Okay. So he had another one in hand. No wonder he discarded that one off the Jet. He just didn't need it. But now he has nothing in hand, it looks like. Alright, so we got the Z-Aimon and the nib. Where are we going to go from here? Where are we gonna go from here? The Z-Aimon is a tuner, so we could go into a Hawk play with that nib if you wanted. We're just gonna see an E-Tally. There's a special one from the deck. We'll have to wait and see which one he special summons here. We're gonna see the Shakusi. I'm not sure how you actually pronounce that one. Shrakusi. So that one is the pay 600 life points to fusion summon. They'll pay 6 there, down to 68, 74 to 68. And he'll get to fusion summon. Going into the Carp. These names are pretty wild with these guys, so I'm going to tell you that. So its effect will activate. He can contribute it to special summon 2 from the deck into the Deer Note and a Z-Aimon. Okay. Then he'll synchro, I'm guessing. Is he synchroing here? He is synchroing into the Chaos Ruler. Deer Note's effect will activate. Special summoning back that Z-Aimon. And then he'll get to mill to add 1. We got the Imperm, Ash, Ogre, and the Pot of Prosperity. So at least he gets to add something off that. He gets to add the Ogre. So he's at 74 right now. We got 3 on the field, 3 on the field. He's just gonna Gizmic. Okay, so he's gonna banish 8. And we're going to go ahead and jump into game 2. So that was a pretty fast game 1. I shouldn't say too fast, but it was a pretty quick and easy game 1. After that nib hit the field, there was nothing he could really do to counteract that. Let's go ahead, we'll get sided up here. Noah takes game 1. Let's see what happens in game 2. Stay tuned. Alright, looks like we are all sided up and ready to rock and roll for game 2 here. Before we jump into game 2, let's go ahead and make sure to thank you guys so much for checking out today's video. If you did enjoy today's live duel, make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell on the door. Well, let's go ahead and get started with game 2. Looks like we're going to get started with an E-Teleport here. That's going to summon out the Z-Aimon, I'm guessing. See if we're right here. There's a Z-Aimon effect. See if he activates that effect. There's the effect, and we're gonna get hit with another Gamma. So the 600 is gonna get paid for cost. The Gamma is gonna go off there. That's gonna be pretty costly to him there. Could set him back, we'll see. He hasn't used his normal summon yet. So it might not be too crazy for him. But that Gamma, I'm telling you, we need to start siding Gammas for the cross out or something. Or just always have something to negate it, I'm not sure. I think they are going to check to make sure that it is cost to pay that 600 for the effect. I can't read from his phone from here, but I believe that's what he's looking at right now. Just checking on TCG player. I'm confused on the wording. Or what's going on, to be honest. Because he should have the card right in front of him. I don't know. Whatever. Alright, so Gamma's on the field, Driver's on the field. Zeman was negated. He had to pay the 600 down to 74. Looks like he was going to activate next here. Set 1, set 2. And he's just going to pass turn with setting 2. Alright. Alright, so that Driver and Gamma are going to get banished. No, his turn. He's just going to draw for turn here. We'll see what he has in store. Looks like we're going to see a Cosmic Cyclone, so he's going to pay 1,000 down to 7,000 there to hit his back row. Getting into a D barrier, so that's going to stop the Synchro Summons for the turn. So that could slow Noah down a little bit. We're going to see a Foxy Tune effect, discarding itself and Gizmic. We can't synchro this turn, but he could still push for damage with that Gizmic. And he's going to get hit with a Gamma. So everybody's got the Gammas this game. Everybody's got the Gammas. And I'm not sure how much more he wants to do here on his turn, because if he attacks into the Driver, obviously he's going to go to the grave, and then his opponent's going to have 2 more Gammas in grave, or in deck, to use that Driver from grave. They might just want to pass turn on that, let it get banished. Which is exactly what he's going to do. He's just going to go ahead and set 1 pass turn here, so it's going to be a Gamma pass turn type of game here. That Driver is going to get banished, so hopefully he can't come back later on in the game. We're going to see an activation of Coliseum here. Coliseum is good to go, so he's going to go ahead and add a Therion monster to hand. One of these days I will learn to put a mat underneath this mat so it doesn't move around. Today is not one of those days. Alright, looks like he's just going to be adding the Regulus to hand. He doesn't have another Therion in the grave or anything, or I think he can be a machine too to equip, but let's see what he's going to be doing next. He has the Regulus in hand, Coliseum on field. He's going to have an E-Telly set. Okay. That could help a lot. There's a Z-Aim and activation effect, paying that 600 again. He's going to get negated again. There's all this effect negation. We have the game of turn 1. We have the Imperm turn 2. Just kind of plan on not doing anything. Any of these games you play against Noah, because he always seems to have the out, or have the hand trap or the trap to stop you. We're gonna see a set 1 pass here, and then the Zeman does get banished off that E-Telly, unfortunately. So during the end phase, we're gonna see a Gizmic effect, banishing 8. He's pretty good at knowing how many cards to grab off the top of the deck. I always gotta count them out singularly before setting them down. We'll banish 8 there to special summon.
It makes you feel any better. I'm avoiding it. Like the playing field, I don't want to play that mirror. How's that mirror? Awful. The worst. I've played it many times, still don't know how it works.
Alright, let's see what he does next here.
Like, oh yeah, you'll just like learn. No point.
I believe this is all still during his opponent's turn, so during his main phase. So we'll have to see what he does. If he can do anything now, or if he's just gonna wait until it's his turn.
How much you at? How much am I at?
7,000 to pay 268.
Should be at 8. So you're 68. Yeah.
7 to 68, boys. 7 to 68. Times can you check that graveyard? It's the same 3 cards every time, I swear. Nothing else is gonna pop up. One more time. Alright, there it is. He might have done this during his turn, I'm not sure. He did, never mind, I'm blind. He did do it during his turn. I thought it was during his opponent's turn. I remember he caused with that. Okay. He's gonna normal summon the ogre here. It's interesting that he's gonna do that, but he can't always just tribute that ogre from the field. So he's just gonna deep barrier again. Alright, so we're gonna see battle phase here, hit him with a Gizmic for the 2450. Ogre doesn't have any attack, but might as well just attack anyway. Main phase 2, we're going to see a link into Hulk. Hulk effect is going to summon a tuner. See what he's going to go into here. Into an ogre. Ah, so it is going to come into play where he can distribute that ogre off during his opponent's turn if he attempts to activate the Colosseum. Alright. I think he has 1 card left in hand, but he does have that Gizmic engrave as well, so that could come into play later on.
It's not on activation, it's on. I know this is like a great looking mat actually. Does that mean it would work? I got custom field set for from Germany apparently.
Alright, let's see what's going to be happening next here.
Yeah. Like, I was like, where's my Etsy?
2 cards in hand.
I don't know, I think it misses damage zone. Yeah, but it's the other effect that it could, right?
Okay, they're just discussing whether or not it can activate to destroy the Colosseum, which it can the first effect, but not the second effect during the damage step.
I'm pretty sure damage step it can't do that.
Still reading this card. Alright.
So sneak peek for Potty this Saturday, right?
Alrighty. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going to happen here.
So I can discard one of the
Regulus engrave. Zeman engrave. That's all he's really got. Alright, let's see if he's able to do anything at all here. So he had a Veiler in hand, and I cannot see that second card though. Tilt it toward the camera for me. Alright, so he was just going to pass his turn there. While in main phase still, Alchemy is going to activate to special summon a Formula Synchron. Effect to draw 1. Still in main phase. Looks like he's going to be activating the Gizmic, banishing another 8 cards from the top of his deck. I still can't figure out how he knows exactly how many cards to grab off the top of his deck, but I'll figure that out later on. He's going to special summon that Gizmic. Still in main phase. So Veiler can't do anything. He's going to set 1 face down. Formula Synchron is going to use its effect to Synchro Summon into the Barone. He's banished 16 cards for the Gizmic so far, I believe. He's just gonna pass turn still there. So he has Ogre to pop if he needs to. Barone to pop. The set card is either the one that we couldn't tell what it was or the Veiler. One of those two. Alright, so he's gonna do Ogre Dance here. So Ogre Dance is gonna discard. I believe that adds one. Adding the Z Amon. Normal summon Z Amon. Activate the effect, paying 600 life. That's gonna add one. 4250, I believe. 4350, one of the two. He's in the 4000s. That's what I know for sure. Adding the Foxy tune off of the effect of the Z Amon. He'll activate that effect, discarding the second Gamma that he can't use anymore because the driver's banished. Do special summon the Deer Note. We can Synchro Summon here if you'd like. See if it goes into an 8. Cards in deck, so he's gonna have to make a move soon here. We'll have to see what he can do. He's gonna be able to push for a game here soon. So Barone's gonna activate effect, popping the set effect Veiler, and that's gonna be Battle Faith here going in for game. So that is all there, folks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's live duel between P.U.N.K and Therion P.U.N.K. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell all the way at the door. Always support is greatly appreciated. Make sure to stay tuned. Later on this week, we will have more live duels with Pure P.U.N.K in action. That is all I've got for now, guys. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Nathan from Academy. Signing up for now. Peace out.